thought we were finally out of this mess. Guatemala's been broken for too long.
Yeah, it sucks for the people who elect this president and have him start taking millions of dollars of bribes in the first...
Allegedly taking bribes. He has not been convicted yet.
My bad. It's just that the possibility that he could be involved in something like this is a slap in the face that this country doesn't need.
I can't be surprised. Guatemala has been hurt by big government since independence. 1821 marked the year Guatemala needed the National Convergence Front. Our sensible conservative policy is right for the country.
But the question becomes, how do we get the people to vote for us? Maybe the smartest ones will, but with almost half the country under 18 and so many people in poverty, the allure of government handouts and subsidies can be too much.
Don't forget about the Mayans. They're angry about the genocide of the Mayans in the 1980s. As a former military general, I know the kind of hate they have. It will not fade easily.
Then as a former military general, you should know that it wasn't a genocide. Soldiers were only following orders and trying to protect the country. Mayans died because Mayans were rebels. All rebels die.
That's going to be a hard one to convince the people. I've never hated the Mayans, but so many of the young people think the National Convergence Front does. We need to convince them that even if they feel this, it's not as important as the good we could do for the country.
Well, it looks like we might get a chance to do that now. The president's been convicted and has been removed from office. There'll be a new election soon.
We have a shot. Now there's a chance to finally take the presidency. How much that would strengthen our party, I don't know.
Calm down. We don't even have a face for the party. You know, maybe we could get a peasant. I was watching TV the other day. You know Jimmy Morales? Well, he was doing a skit. A peasant becomes president.
What if Jimmy Morales really does become president?
What?
Think about it. We take a comedian, someone who is in no way involved in politics and political corruption, and we get him to run for president. He was already popular with the people.
Yeah, you're right. That just might work.
I know.
I've been reading about John Stuart Mill recently. He was a pioneer of utilitarianism, and the whole basis of his theory was that everything should be done to create the greatest amount of happiness possible.
Where are you going with this? I was talking about Jimmy Morales.
Hear me out. You see, there are a few hurdles with putting Jimmy Morales in office as president. The first is our political party, the National Convergence Front. Remember, the young people and the poor don't really like some of our policy. That counts as one happiness tick mark against us. There's also the factor that Morales has no political experience. That's another happiness tick mark against us. So now we're two in the hole, and another party will beat us. But I think that if we run solely on an anti-corruption platform, we could win.
What do you mean? You said no one would be happy voting for him.
I know, but think about it. Guatemala has been corrupt for as long as it's been a country. And now since this president, who's supposed to lead a new era, has been convicted of corruption, this issue will be more important to the people than ever. To vote for someone who is first and foremost against corruption will make the people happier than anything else. I think it could get us up 3 happiness tick marks to where we're out of the hole. It could even bring us up to 5 marks. At that point, no other contestant would be able to get anything near where we were bringing in happiness, and victory would be possible.
Yeah, this incorruptible president will make the people way happier than however unhappy our policies might make them. The poor will get just what they need from the government, and justice will be carried out because the government will be less corrupt. The young people will finally see a bright future, and best of all, the National Convergence Front will be able to move Guatemala in the right direction. This is it. This is finally our chance.
Well, let's get to it.
All right, I'm going to make some phone calls.